Dakota. We got Dakota playing Jordan. Dakota's running his Baby Vader. He switched it up. He's playing Baby Vader Grievous this week. So playing against Thrawnkar, Jordan is Grievous's ability is pretty much going to be mute. So basically, I think it's going to come down to Baby Vader can burst out enough damage. Jordan, he's been talking about leaning his deck more towards.
More towards support rather than going towards the mill. He would been in the middle of what he wanted to do, and in just this game right now, everything you have to know what your win condition is, and it seems like a singular win condition is the best way to streamline decks right now. So, and it's tough to decide because Thrawnkar is so good at getting resources, so you want to play those big supports that you're getting out of red and yellow. But on the flip side, he's also really good at mill. Buyout is so ridiculous.
Yeah, buyout will hurt you in a heartbeat. So I'm really interested. You know, the first week that Jordan played this deck, he was kind of middle of the road. Wasn't really streamlined towards mill or towards support. So he really had a rough time with it that first week he played it. So hopefully, you know, he's got it a little bit more tuned, and we see a bunch of heavy supports. Or if he decided to go mill with it. So, you know, looking at this character combination, I don't know. Baby Vader can hit really hard.
Really hard, really quickly. The nice thing is about being Thrawnkar in this matchup is, especially if he's playing more support-oriented, Grievous probably isn't going to grab much.
Grievous'
I don't know of any
dead.
weapons that they're going to put into Thrawnkar support. So
no.
It certainly is an advantage towards Jordan, but Dakota's deck hits pretty fast. Pretty quickly. So. And
Dakota also, you know, we see there Dakota didn't get his battlefield, so that's basically gonna that's gonna hinder him a little bit with the claim on Vader special and stuff. So.
Hey, Darvex, pretty good. We're doing great over here. I'm happy to be here. Rob, how you doing?
Man, good. Now that we realized, you know, you have to have your mic turned on for it to work. So.
Yeah, we were just testing y'all, see if y'all were watching us.
Yeah, y'all failed, guys. Thanks for letting us know. Appreciate it. Appreciate all y'all guys joining us for our Destiny stream here. Looks like, oh man, Dakota getting that natural Vader special right off. Oh.
Yeah, that certainly helps rolling that, you know, because he didn't get that throne room, which is big, so getting those rolls right away without having to discard anything, it's going to be helpful. I mean, you get pushed back a lot with Baby Vader if you don't have that throne room.
Yeah, now what I'm kind of interested to see the supports Dakota's running with that, having that throne room as battlefield. It makes me think that maybe he's running a holocron package, or hopefully he has a lot of support upgrades and supports that have special sides on them with that.
Yeah, because just with Anakin's dice, I mean, you need something more to justify having throne room in there. So we'll see in a second what he comes up with. Jordan running the now I've never actually played with that medical bay right over there.
Yeah,
and that's an interesting card to play with. Because the healing both characters is going to be huge, and he's not really caring so much about going first. So it's definitely gonna help him out a lot.
Yeah.
Whether he's able to take advantage of it or not will be interesting.
Yeah. Look, we got an outpost out of Dakota there. That's going to help him quite a bit.
Oh yeah, especially with this battlefield. If Jordan's playing support damage, then it's going to help out a lot. So. All right. So, Rob, new set already coming out, huh? We're just getting into this Empire War. Pretty rushing straight into it.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I feel about FFG releasing sets that close together. I feel like I throw them enough of my money as it is. And in order to stay competitive in the game, you know, of course, you have to have the cards. So I am excited to see Legacy come out, though. Some of the new mechanics, the plot cards. I'm hoping that the plot cards will maybe even up that hero point gap a little bit, maybe help heroes out. The also some of those starter characters, the Luke in the starter looks pretty decent. Maybe make Luke an actual, good character to have to bring to a tournament now. So I'm really excited. I am a little disheartened that they put it out so close to Empire at War, but they're in the business to make money. As much as we would like to think they're doing this because they love to support our Star Wars needs.
Well,
they are in the business of making money.
At the end of the day, I like to give my money for it.
Yeah.
Now with Dakota, interesting quick use of that logistics right there, having the two disrupts on the board. So now I'm not sure if what Jordan's going to do with that, but it was interesting using the logistics with the two disrupt sides.
I almost want to say for Jordan, you don't even try to Unkar. I mean, he'd have to re-roll to use Unkar's ability, but I think if you're just showing the two disrupts on your Unkar dice right now, I think you just hit Dakota's resources and don't let him get any more upgrades down this round or any more support. So, I think Jordan sitting, and he takes those. Appreciate it, Darvek.
Yeah.
Jordan just takes his resources. I think that's a good move there. And now Dakota is a new player.
Well,
so
Justin, looking at that with the love for Luke, I mean, it's original Luke. He's a classic. He goes well with this Legacies thing, this booster that they're releasing. Kind of fits the theme. And a lot of Destiny, you have two types of players. You have the competitive, who have so much, which Kanan is an amazing card. Then you also have the casual players.
Just your Star Wars nerds.
Yeah, which I was upset the first three sets we didn't have Boba Fett. And then here we go. And I'm going to buy him. I don't know how he is as a card, but it's Boba Fett.
And I think personally some of that love for the new Luke coming out is that because so many people wanted the old Luke to be good, and it really wasn't. So I think a lot of the love for Luke just comes from he might be a little bit more of a viable character. Yeah, Kanan might be better, but you might be able to actually play Luke and feel good about it. So I think that's where my love for it comes anyway. And plus, it's Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, of course. He for the longest time, he and this new Han that are coming out, that is Star Wars.
Yeah.
So I got that Vibro knife out there.
Yeah, the Vibro on Vader. I think Dakota really needs to be able to get some supports down. We do see Crime Lord over there on Unkar though, so I guess Jordan is more geared. He does have some removal in his hand. I guess he's just trying to go for the Crime Lord. As opposed to, I guess he decided maybe the support heavy. Yeah,
from what I've seen in his hand, though, other than the Houndstooth out there, I don't think he's had a support come out yet. There might be one out on the side right over there, but it doesn't look like he's had too many supports come through his hand yet.
And I don't know if you really want him. I think with Unkar's ability, I think he just with Crime Lord out there, I think he's just hoping to mitigate till he gets resources.
Yeah, and if he's able to get that early Crime Lord on Anakin, it's just going to be so tough for a one-die Grievous to make any difference out there.
Yeah.
So that round one Crime Lord was huge. So.
As much as people hate Crime Lord, Josh, I don't know about you, but me personally, like, I kind of smile a little on the inside when I see Crime Lord go off. I just like seeing Crime Lord go off.
It's one of those. It's one of those when it goes off. It's so depressing. I think I had a few matches recently. I think Justin and I were playing, and I just had control. And as soon as Crime Lord comes out, it changed the game. It's such a powerful card, especially in this deck, and it feels so good because the work to get into it is it's hard to mitigate, especially in a deck like this. So
yeah, Jordan rolling Disrupt for days over there.
Yeah,
that double that two focus on Thrawn. We could possibly see a double Unkar ability happening.
Oh yeah.
So Dakota going for that one discard side, that one discard side on Vader. I enjoyed doing it. So he doesn't like you. Get rid of that Vader special. So Jordan doing pretty good at mitigating, dodging damage so far. trying to get to that Crime Lord, that 5 resources. It's kind of funny. The first store championship I ever went to, I played Java Thrawnkar. And I got so happy the first time I aced the whole Crime Lord.
Oof.
And I had been playing the game for about 2 weeks. I got so happy when I got acing the Lord Crime Lord, it didn't even click on me that I didn't have the 5 resources to pay for it.
You just saw it out there.
I just
I
acing the whole Crime Lord. Bam, got my Crime Lord special. I'm about to Crime Lord somebody for the first time, and didn't have 5 resources.
I think that's one of the funnest parts of the game is going through and learning all the cards, making those mistakes. I remember the first tournament I played in, I was so ready to throw out a thermal detonator out onto FN.
Yeah.
Thrawnkar was already out though, and I didn't realize that it said spot a thermal or spot a yellow to play play, and I was it was just so depressing because I thought I had it won, and then it flipped around.
And as much as I'd like to say that's a new player mistake, I got busted on stream. Justin and Grant got me. I played isolation when I didn't have a blue character.
Yeah, spot that blue character.
I didn't have a blue character to spot. So I mean, it happens. You get caught up in the game. You're having fun, or vice versa. You're really frustrated, and you just you can miss stuff like that sometimes. But I mean, it's part of the game. So, and it looks like Dakota really, we're pretty much almost all the way through the second round, and Dakota has only that 3 damage over there on Thrawn. It's kind of disheartening. When you see Vader, you really want to be bursting that damage.
Yeah, and it's tough. He has that 3 melee out there, but with all the resources, or that 3 for 1, but with all the disrupt out there, it's tough for him because Grievous's and Anakin's, they're both their 3 die sides.
And it looks like Jordan even got rid of Vibro Knife too.
Yeah, he has an Imperial Inspection over there on the side.
That definitely hurts.
One of the things I've been finding recently as I start to play more and more is just when I first started playing, I was all about aggro. Get everything out as quickly as you can. Disrupt I feel like it is a very underutilized side. Just how strong those disrupts can be.
Oh yeah, me and Justin have talked about that. Like when you have disrupt on a die, just use it.
Oh yes, yeah, use it right away. And good point. There could be an Imperial War Machine out there.
Justin brings up another point. I tried to Imperial War Machine a lightsaber die. In my defense, Justin was playing Pomaz, and I was behind a little bit and a little frustrated. It was a box tournament, and
I
wasn't doing it on purpose, but. I'm just gonna put it out there. Justin deserved it. That's how me and Justin roll. But yeah, no, those play mistakes happen. I definitely don't judge anybody when it happens unless your name's Grant. Then I'll judge you pretty heavily. But that's just the relationship me and Grant have. So, and it's also a learning process. If you don't have a lot of the cards, there's a lot to be said for having the play time behind the deck you're playing.
Yes.
You can take Pomaz to a store championship, but if you've played it once, your chances of doing well are very, very much lower than somebody that's played that deck a lot. So, and that goes with any deck. Yeah,
I'm not big into tier lists and things like that. Of course, we always have that term meta, things like that. But if there is a well-versed tier 2 list that goes against a tier 1 that someone hasn't practiced, I'm putting my money on that tier 2.
Yeah.
Because if you know what cards are coming up, you know how the deck plays, that experience is an advantage. It is a huge advantage in a game like this.
Perfect example. Your wife, Sydney, played, was it Qui-Gon Ray?
Qui-Gon Ray, yes.
What's your nickname for
her? Sydney Godroll de Vera.
Yeah.
If you guys have never seen those 13 damages,
she definitely put them up there for you to see.
Yeah, they're pretty nasty when she gets those, but she knows what she's doing with that deck, and so it's the way she plays.
And just to see her, she's a very sweet woman. Just to see her sitting across from me with that innocent look on her face, like, yeah, I'm about to one-shot your Poe, or I'm about to one-shot your Vader. It's like.
It's horrible feeling being on the other side because she's like, I'm sorry, but your Vader died. I'm sorry.
But that smirk underneath the sorry face is like, yeah, that just happened to you, kid. Go away.
Be impressed.
But anyway, that's a good example. She played Qui-Gon Ray several weeks in a row.
Yes,
and you
to
can
get
definitely tell with every week the efficiency with which she ran the deck got better. So, you know, there's a lot to be said for you know, playing a deck you enjoy playing and sticking with it.
Yes.
So
now looks like Dakota's getting some. Oh, there was a pretty good roll for him out there.
Getting some sticks on Vader. That's definitely
that friends in low place is really going to hurt him though, because getting that 4-strike in his hand really was going to really help him, and that was going to be a lot of damage right away on Thrawn. But
at least he's going to get to resolve his dice now.
Yes, he will. There's no.
He's got the resources to resolve his dice now. You know, he's and obviously he opted out of playing Vibro Knife. You know, he doesn't want to just feed Jordan's Imperial Inspection.
Yeah,
so.
and it is a smart play on him because that getting rid of that first Vibro Knife really set him back some damage wise.
And now he's sticking with his initial target, which is a big conversation me and Justin talk about quite a bit.
Yes.
I do think, however, here I think I'm going to go after Thrawnkar first.
With the amount of yellow.
Even before he throws down Crime Lord, I think I'm going to hit Thrawnkar, takes away his spot yellow, takes away his money making ability. So but at least he's staying with his target.
Yeah, he's committing, and there is something to say about that. Not having those focus sides from Thrawn can throw back Crime Lord a bit.
Getting those sticks on Grievous too. Now he's putting that damage out. That's what Dakota needed. So now we're gonna make this a game. So Jordan does have his Crime Lord resources over there though. So I'm sure he's hoping to hit some focus on Thrawnkar here. I mean on Thrawn here, and then Thrawnkar. Oh, he gets a disrupt.
More disrupts,
no focus.
Yes. Now, I'm interested to see if Dakota has a new orders in there. Bringing Outpost, you really want to play your battlefield. So I'm wondering if he has a new orders coming up. Getting that off might help him out some and really put Outpost into play, but I'm not sure.
Right. And one of our other players, one of our other players here at Ettin, Clint, we were talking. He's talking about the Baby Vader Phasma 2-player.
Yeah, that is an ugly deck. It hits hard.
You know, and he was asking me a few things about it, and he said, "Now don't judge me. You know, I'm thinking about putting a copy of New Orders in it." And I said, "Dude, I have a problem with that.
Yeah, why not?
New Orders with that character combination. If you're going to run a Holocron suite, if you're going to have a bunch of special sides, you want your battle. You want Emperor's Throne Room.
Oh yeah.
You know, you're going to put yourself way behind by not being able to." Even if you never physically claim and get to spin to a special, putting that pressure on your opponent to claim before you do, so you can't do that, makes a big difference in that game. So I have no problem with New Orders. I still like it. Now in Poe Maz, if you're a Poe Maz player, I don't know, with Retreat and Hyperspace Jump have been put back in the list. I don't know if there's room for new orders in there. Hyperspace Jump's going to let you switch battlefields anyway. So I don't know if new orders belongs, but in anything with Baby Vader, or you're running a Holocron suite with Emperor's Throne Room.
Well, and Phasma too, having that special too.
Yeah, and that Phasma special that's Vader special without having to hurt yourself to do it. You know?
Yeah.
So that Phasma special is no joke. So.
One of the interesting cards that just goes to show you before I say what card it is, when you get cards, of course, you know, you want to trade for the ones you want, but some cards that are terrible in one set might be really good in later sets. Oh, and there's that Crime Lord special. Yep. But Command Shuttle. Command Shuttle on that deck, that is 2 characters that have really strong specials. Right. So I've seen it played a few times. I'm not fully versed on the Phasma Baby Vader deck, but I feel like I've seen a few in there.
Yeah, Command Shuttle is...
Oh, and there goes the Crime Lord.
Yep.
Make you feel pretty good inside, huh, Rob?
Yeah, I'm smiling on the inside. Now, that is end around, though.
Yes, but
Vader's done.
Baby's rolled out.
Yeah, so this game just swung for Jordan highly. I'm not sure I can see Grievous outputting enough damage with Jordan's mitigation to close this off before Jordan hits Crime Lord again. So double Crime Lord, man.
Well, you know, Thrawn has 2 damage left on him. If it might take a while for Thrawnkar to rebuild that resource, and there is no damage going on to Grievous. So his win condition
if
right now.
If you look at it right now, though,
Yeah.
Jordan's got two Unkar actions sitting in the die pool.
Oh yeah, he still could.
Yeah, he jerks 2 cards out of Dakota's hand.
Then he's getting.
If he gets 2 resources between the 2 cards, next turn he has Crime Lord resources again.
Yeah,
so.
he certainly can. But it's because there's not a lot of damage, and I haven't seen any damage. I think we may have been wrong on this being a damage side or a damage deck from Jordan.
Yeah, I think he went. I think he went more towards the opposite direction of damage. He's trying to
because I see an interrogation droid and confiscation there. Yeah, looks like he's going more towards the mill.
Yeah, so he basically spun. Yeah, there it is. He just spun to resources. So he just got 3 resources, and then he's going to pay for that 4 for 1. So, yeah. Crime Lord's ready to go next round.
Yeah. It's tough to see, but it goes to show you, like we were saying earlier, when you and Justin were talking about it, that's 10 damage on Thrawn. That could have been the 10 damage on
that could have been Unkar gone.
But it's such a intimidating deck, and it goes, and this is why I don't like tier lists, because everyone talks about it. They're like, oh, this deck, this deck, this deck. So when this is one of the best decks out there. So when you go up to it, especially as a Dakota being a newer player, there's you're slightly intimidated against something like that.
Yeah.
So, but I guess on the flip side, everyone's talking about it. So, hopefully we all learn how to take down Unkar soon. So.
Yeah, and you're talking about Command Shuttle in that Baby Vader Phasma deck. I actually initially ran Command Shuttle in Angry Babies and Emo Kids.
Oh yeah, well that's right, because of Kylo's side too.
Yeah, Kylo special, and then the Holocron suite. There's lots of special sides. But like you were saying, I didn't think it was efficient enough in that deck. But now we are seeing it in the new Baby Vader Phasma decks. It's Kylo. The original Kylo's ability is hit and miss. And against a lot of decks, it was going to be a miss every time. There were against certain decks I was playing, I did not want a Kylo special.
No.
I would have rather had his sticks or...
It became useful only because the prevalence of Thrawnkar and... why is it blanking on me? Rainbow Nines.
Yes.
With all of those big weapons, it was a good counter to that. But in most cases, especially Awakenings, now I didn't come in with Awakenings, there weren't too many cards that you were going to get really high damage on.
So no focus on Thrawn for Jordan. He does get that Vibro Knife out of his hand, but I don't think he's really worried about it at this point. So he's got to hope to natural roll that Crime Lord now, or he's going to be pitching a reroll, I'm sure. I think we're betting pretty heavily. We see the game end at the end of this round.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing any removal from Dakota.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Jordan has 5 rerolls or 4. Yeah, 5 rerolls in his hand, I think.
Yeah. But it's a strong deck.
Yeah.
So it really was tough on Dakota. Coming out with having the rolls in the beginning were a little bit hard. Once he started getting those sticks out there, he really threw on some damage. But I think we saw only maybe one Vader special.
So disrupt for days, no Crime Lord special, and no focus. So it looks like Jordan's probably going to be re-rolling here.
Yes.
Double. I asked for it and I got it, man. Double Crime Lord.
Yep.
I hate that it happened to Dakota,
it really is disheartening to see that sometimes. Well, when you're on the receiving end. But it's just one of the... I think, Justin, you're on the stream. My wife, one of her most unhappy tournaments, I think it was a round 1 ace in the hole on my wife, and she was just playing casually in a store championship. She wasn't too happy. She almost did the 0-2 drop, so thanks for that.
And Justin did that to her?
Justin did it, yep.
Yeah, Justin is that guy sometimes.
There's Ruthless. So I think they made that new card in this set based off of him, that Ruthless Tactics.
Yeah.
I think they were basing that off on Justin, so...
We love Justin. He's a really good player, but we got to give him a hard time. One thing I do like about playtesting with Justin and stuff is Justin will point out your mistakes. Justin will not take it easy on you, even if you're not playing a tier 1 deck. And his line of thinking on that is exactly the same as mine. It doesn't help me get better if you do not play against me like we were playing for money.
Oh, of course.
You play the best you can, to the best of your deck's ability against me. And if you just beat the heck out of me, that's fine. It helps me learn where I need to tweak my deck. It helps me learn how I can get better as a player. So, but still, shame on you, Justin. Shame.
Yeah,
that was his Thrawnkar Pilots deck. Yeah, I remember that. That was it. He played that Thrawnkar Pilots at one of our local store championships around here, and it was kind of funny. He did kind of well with it.
And there's a special.
Oh, so, there's that Crown Lord special.
There's a special. So
that's game over.
Yeah.
At the end of the round. So Dakota looks like he doesn't look like he's mad, but doesn't look like he's real happy about it.
Yeah, like we said, that's a tough one to go against when you have double Crime Lords.
Yeah, there's the
it's
handshake.
To his defense, it's easy to tilt to those to that. I mean, no one likes having those automatic kills, those one-hit kills. It's not fun because it's hard to do something about that. So
I still like to see it though. As horrible as that is. As horrible as that is.
But,
I still like to see
that's
it.
part of the game, and it's cool that people develop decks that aren't strictly aggro, that we have that opportunity. So.
Well, so I guess that answered our question. Now, do you think, have you even seen the version of Thrawnkar that has the, that is the more support-oriented version of it?
I've played against it twice. Once was opening, it was release night. Someone had already planned it out. They had gotten all of the cards they needed for it. And I played against that one, and I've played against once more that was a little bit refined. But to be honest, whenever I play against him, the ones I fear the most is Crime Lord. Because he gets so many resources. And I like to play Han Ray, but if I'm spending all of my disrupts just to keep from Crime Lord, I'm not doing any damage. So it's tough.
And not only that, when you see Crime Lord hit the board and you're not holding any mitigation in your hand, it's just like, you know what, there's nothing you can do. Because the Crime Lord player, if they are sitting on 5 resources, are going to, it doesn't matter what they have in their hand, they're going to dump everything to get that Crime Lord special.
And if they don't, there's usually buyout in there as that secondary win condition. So
they're still going to hit you somehow. All right, guys. So there we go. There you have it. Thrawnkar taken down. I was glad to see that Baby Vader Grievous. I like to see those fringe characters nobody ever plays.
Yeah, hopefully Grievous starts coming in around more often because I think he's a pretty cool character. It's a very unique ability. I like it. So.
And who knows? Like you said, as the card pool gets bigger, some cards that weren't viable before are viable now. So maybe we might see it with legacies come out. We might see a Grievous deck as viable, or a Finn deck, or a Jin Urso deck.
Well, we can dream about Finn.
Yeah, we can try. And Jin 2, her
we can only dream.
Her extremely expensive backside. But all right, guys. So we're gonna come back with round 2 here in a few minutes. We'll say about 3:30, and see what we can get going again for y'all guys. See y'all in a few minutes.